Hey, oh my goodness, I'm a little bit early here. Hello there. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm going to wait just a couple of minutes. In fact, well, I guess I can't do that. I was going to tag a few people, but I don't think I can do that from here. So I'm going to wait 30 seconds and then I will get started. I'm going to take this moment to thank you all so much for all the birthday wishes. It just totally made my day. So thank you all. Love and appreciate each one of you so much. Let me just take like 30 more seconds here. So just hang tight with me a minute. And I'm going to see if I can. I can't. I cannot see myself on Facebook. Okay. I guess I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, let's just get started here. So, hello again. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm always excited to be here and spend a few moments with you guys. So if you are on, thank you so much for hopping on. Some time ago, I was searching the internet, looking for topics about, wellness. That's what Wellness Wednesday is all about. So, and there's such a huge variety, huge. So many different topics that I could be talking about. But I was searching one day and I came across this 8 dimensions of health and wellness, and it caught my eye and I found it really intriguing. And so today I'm going to share one of those with you. I might even make a little series out of this. We'll see how that goes. But tonight I want to talk about emotional and mental wellness. Understanding what that is, it's an acceptance of our feelings and our ability to manage challenges and everyday changes effectively. Okay, so we don't necessarily realize how many different areas of life that is impacted by just this, our emotional and mental wellness or lack of it. Okay. One of the most important areas that it does affect is our relationships. When we interact with people, one second. I don't know why I'm not seeing myself live. It's throwing me for a loop. Oh, there I am. Okay. Melody. Hi, Melody. So glad you hopped on. I wanted to see this. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So anyway, one of the most important areas that it does affect is our relationships. Okay. It's when we interact with others, it's so important to understand our own perspective, about different issues. Sometimes we disagree with other people. And in order to keep relationships healthy and happy, we need to have disagreements in a calm and appropriate manner, right? This is very difficult for many people, including myself. I suffered a great deal with my emotions overriding sensible things that should have been done, per se, in place of my emotions ruling all and going wild. I mean, just out of control. So if we don't deal with our own emotions well, how on earth are we going to deal with other people's, right? Oh my goodness. I mean, that is so huge. So mental health, and this is obvious, but our emotional health plays such a huge part in our mental wellness, right? So I think if you're not able to control or deal with your feelings and emotions, I would highly suggest talking to someone about this. Don't put yourself in that situation. If you know how you are going to react ahead of time, step back, just step back. Don't react. Step back, put yourself in the shoes of that other person, take that information, okay, and just step back until you can discuss. Yeah, Melody, I know I've done that so much myself too, and that's where our emotions just take over. So if it has gotten to that point where I can't put myself in this situation, being right or being wrong. It doesn't matter. I didn't think this was gonna do this to me. Okay, I gotta, just give me a sec. All right, I wanna talk. I wanna talk what it does to us when we cannot control our emotions like that. Okay, it's going to eat you alive. It's going to it's going to it's gotten to the point where right or wrong doesn't matter. Okay, I struggle with that part as well. All right. So we need to step back and just kind of regain, step back with all the information. Okay, take the information without judgment. That is so huge. Don't judge others. We are not walking in their shoes. Okay, what it does to your body is detrimental. I mean, if we're walking around in a negative state, that is a stressful state. It affects our immunity. It lowers your immune system. Okay, it also creates hypertension. Okay, long-term stress worsens your blood pressure. It does. It increases illnesses. Stress worsens everything from heart to psychiatric problems. You end up with relationship issues, difficulty at work, trouble concentrating. All these things are detrimental to our health. So, and getting back to how that you're going to, if you know that you're going to react to a confrontation or just, an argument, it could be something simple, something stupid that doesn't really even mean anything. If you know how you're going to react and you are going to react, then just step back from that situation. Give yourself that time to, first of all, settle down, settle down and get your right mind about yourself. Okay. All right. Some of the benefits of having a strong emotional relationship, the benefits are huge. Happiness, fulfillment, joy. That is when you start experiencing things like that. Okay. When you reduce your stress, you increase your immunity. So you don't get sick near as often. I know this to be true. It absolutely is true. Positivity, it promotes productivity. You are accomplishing so much more. So let's talk about some ways that we can improve this area of our life. I would say practice mindfulness. And by that, I mean being present in the moment, be alert and be mindful of what is going on in our present situation. Okay. We can't worry about what we left at the office. We can't worry about that argument with Aunt Ethel, or that, you know, you said something not nice to your grandma. Come on. You know what I'm saying? You can't think of your past mistakes. You can't think of that, because all it's going to do is bring that stress right back into your life. We got to live in the moment. Okay. Concentrate on that person that you are with. Most people live their lives in autopilot right here. You know, you're like a robot going through life. You just, everything is, you don't even give it a conscious thought, because we do it all the time. You go through your day without being mindful of anything that's going on around you. You know what I mean? And I could be labeling myself right here, but I'm sure many people struggle with this, and it can so much hurt your health. So, let's see. If we practice positivity, do things that we enjoy doing, do things that make us laugh, do things that bring out those endorphins, that feel good chemical that happens when we're doing something that we enjoy, or love, or you're playing, or you're love making, or you're just talking with your spouse. You know what I mean? That brings about so many more positive reinforcements. It gets you out of your bad mood, or that habit of rumination. Does anybody know what that means? At rumination, continuously uh, excessive thoughts about your negative experiences or your negative feelings. You want to be acknowledged that you went through these horrible, horrible things. But if we continue to talk about those horrible things, those traumas, it leaves you in that same frequency or that same vibration it's not where we want to be. It's not, because what we think about, we bring about, it's like sometimes people that have experienced trauma, they can't help but to continually think about that trauma, but they are rewriting their story over and over and over again. Does that make sense? So, we got to create something new. We got to just change it up. And that scares the heck out of a lot of people, because we form our habits and there we are. You know what I mean? It's hard to get out of that habit. It's just like quitting smoking. It's just a habit. It's just a habit, that takes control. I think it's important to, in order to continue having healthy relationships, first of all, is to be honest and ask other people. Most of the confrontations that we get into are with the people that we live with and love, right? Because we care, and they experience us through good, bad, indifference, whatever. So try to understand them more. Ask what their feelings are. Try to have the opportunity to experience different perspectives. It's not all about you. It's not all about me. Try connecting with people outside of your demographics. Maybe you can have a better sense of experiencing things other than what we're used to experiencing every single day. Get yourself out of that norm and think along different lines. It's not going to hurt you. You can always go back to what you believe in if that happens to be a better choice. Do you know what I'm saying? Open yourself up to other things. Talk to other people about their cultures. What are their beliefs? How do you ask them, how did they manage stress? Staying emotionally and physically healthy. This helps. This is what we need to do. Try different activities that you enjoy. Like I said earlier, when one of my huge stress relievers is to play ping pong against my husband, most specifically my husband, cracks me up. It I don't care what kind of a mood I am in. I know by going and playing ping pong, I'm going to be laughing and smiling during and after. It just changes my whole mood, taking care of your physical well-being. Perform those activities that increase those endorphins, right? Okay. I don't know, wellness endorphins, they can be increased through anything from dancing to laughing. So what do you like to do? Go do that. Grab a family member, go do that with them. Okay. I love to laugh. I do. Laughter makes me feel so good. And then just work towards a balanced life. Okay. That's a balanced life that appeases you. That's not a balanced life that appeases anybody else. You have to do what is good for you and what keeps you happy. Okay. This is something we as a society talk a great deal about. That is because people are starting to notice that when they work too much and they didn't have time for relationships or relaxation or fun, you are not in your best emotional state. You can. It's very difficult to focus on the here and the now. Do you know what I mean? So we have to be mindful of that and intentionally set up ways to be doing stuff like that. Do it in your schedule. It's so much easier if we know our schedule ahead of time. That's way less stress right there, right? But if you designate certain times for, I don't care if it's just an hour, 1 hour, I'm going to work on my business, and you do nothing but that and focus on that. And then delegate the rest of your day. This is so much time for work. This is my time to play, and then go play. Bedtime is one more key thing that I want to key in on before I leave this. Sorry about my emotional baloney there, right? It's all emotions and they play on each person differently. So know how you're going to react in different situations, and just don't. I need to learn from my own advice. Don't put yourself in that situation. Okay. Sleeping is key. Have a set amount of hours that's your bedtime. Limit the caffeine before bed. Don't eat a huge meal before bed. Practice meditation. I'm getting into meditation and I like it a lot. I like it a lot, especially if I can connect with the guided meditation. I haven't been able to do that all by itself. I mean, on my own, which I'm sure many people do. I just have never been much of a meditating person, but I'm getting into that and it does make a huge difference. So get rid of all the devices. Once you hit that pillow, devices are gone, and leave them out of reach. I've spent far too many nights awake all night because I went to bed with my phone. Or that one time I don't know what happened, but I ended up calling 911. It was an accident, but So just learn from my mistakes. Okay, that's all I got today for you. I do want to say I'd like to do this next week, but I want to go into the next element, which is environmental health and wellness. So I believe next week I want to talk about that. And thank you so much for spending your time with me. See you next week. Bye. Hang on.